What's up guys, Kyle here again, and today we are taking a look at the all-pedal Devil's Triad Jeff Loomis signature. Pedal. There was another word there. Let's do it. Alright, hope you guys are doing great out there today. If this is your first time here at my channel, my name is Kyle, and what I do is I take awesome high gain amps, guitars, cabs, speakers, pedals, and other stuff that I can't think of right now. I record them with a simple SM57 setup, and I give you guys the unprocessed audio on your end. So if you're into E-standard thrash riffs, drop C hardcore riffs, and dudes that are constantly behind schedule, you're in the right place. Consider hitting the like button and subscribing on the way out so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thanks! Alright guys, so today I am super excited about this video because we have an awesome pedal here from my friends at All Pedal. This is the Jeff Loomis Devil's Three-Way, Devil's Triad signature pedal, and this is not just an overdrive pedal, although that's what most of the people who view my channel are probably going to be interested in, the overdrive and the boost side of the pedal. This also has a built-in analog, delay, and reverb, each with their own individual controls, and you have the ability to hook this pedal up via 4-cable method. Now, I am not an effects aficionado when it comes to stuff like reverb and delay, but to have a pedal with not only a 20 decibel line level boost in it, but a 20 decibel boost overdrive with a full tone control, and as well as actual analog delay and reverb built into the same pedal that allows you to run part of it through the effects loop and the other part out in front of the amp, as you know, either side is best designed to do. I've never seen that before, and the fact that you can actually individually turn on each one of these settings is really cool to me. The boost is not just a single foot switch on-off boost. You actually get the ability to dial the boost up or down, which is awesome, and you get its own individual foot switch. So if you do want just a signal boost into the front of the amp for leads to get a little bit more fatness and a little bit more sustain, you can do that. Or if you want an actual overdrive for tightening up the rhythm channel of your amp, which is what I love to do. You guys know that I love to run overdrives out in front of my high gain amps, much to the chagrin of boomers everywhere. I just think that that's a really cool, forward-thinking and well thought out feature set. And if you're not familiar with Jeff Loomis, for one, what rock have you been living under? He is one of the most proficient metal lead guitarists of our time. He's so good, in fact, he can almost hang with me. But really, Jeff's guitar work is pretty much unparalleled when it comes to metal guitarists of our time. He has accomplished so much with so many different bands, so many different projects, and at this point in his career, he probably knows exactly what he wants out of not only an overdrive pedal, but a boost pedal and an effects pedal. And as a lead bass player, he basically has built all this into one box that is really like the lead player's dream. So with all that being said, I am going to do my best to attempt to play the guitar and show you guys how this thing works, or at least how I might use it. And to do that, we are going through a couple of standard staple metal amps. We've got the PV6534 Plus, basically just a 6505 Plus with a slightly different power section. And we have a Mesa 3-channel triple rectifier here. We are going through a Friedman 212 cab with vintage 30 speakers, and I have an SM57 on that vintage 30. There's gonna be no post-processing here, so what you guys hear on your end is exactly how it is being put into my computer. I don't know why I said that like somebody who's completely technologically illiterate. And for my guitar, I am using my Edwards ELP with the Lace Dissonant Aggressor pickup in the bridge. So I'm going to go ahead, we're gonna turn this drive off. I'm gonna turn the 6534 Plus on. Here is the amp with no boost out in front of it. So pedal is now on. So as you can tell, this pedal adds a significant amount of output to the signal, and it tightens up the low end, but not in a crazy way like something, say, a Boss SD1, where it pretty much sucks out all the lows and low mids. The low end is pretty well kept intact with the Overdrive side of this pedal. And it sounds really good, I might add. Let's turn that off again. There is certainly a tightening effect, but it is really not removing a whole lot of those low end frequencies. So I'm actually gonna just go through the tone control, not the level. I'm gonna go through the tone control and show you how much mid and top end aggressiveness you can add with this pedal. If you are down tuning, I can already tell you that this is going to be a really cool pedal for you because it's gonna give you a lot of note definition on those lower strings. So let's turn it all the way down. So yeah, it's kind of insane how much top end and upper mid that you can add with this tone control. But anyway, so that's the Overdrive side. Here's the boost side. Now this is just a single dial, and we're going to essentially, we're gonna play the amp unboosted again for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this dial, go through the range of this boost because it has a significant amount of output, but there's no added EQ there. You're just boosting the signal from the guitar into the front of the amp. Okay, so there's the amp, no boost. Now on. All right, so no change. 9 o'clock. Okay, up to 11. It's already starting to get almost too much for the 6505 to handle. Very, very cool. We're gonna go over to the Mesa triple rectifier real quick, see how it operates on here, and then I'm gonna take a quick stab at the effects. I have no business doing so because I never use reverb or delay for anything because I basically just play simple rhythms. But we're gonna have a go at it anyways, why don't we? Okay guys, so we are now on the red channel and the vintage setting of my 3-channel triple rectifier here. Here's the amp with no boost in front. That works incredibly well on this amp, guys. That really, it tightens it up enough to make the rectifier punchy while not sounding thin, it adds a nice upper mid aggression because of the tone here. Again, it really did have a nice effect on channel 3 of this triple rectifier. So this pedal is gonna work great on multiple platforms. It's very easy for me to see that. Both amps have reacted super well to this thing so far, and I'm really looking forward to pairing this with a couple of different amps in the future. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and hook this thing up in the 4-cable method, because I am excited to show you guys how little I know about reverb and delay. Actually, real quick before we do that, let's go to the raw setting on the 3-channel triple rectifier, because that's not a super high gain setting. What happens if we max out the input or the drive level, and then we kick on the boost? Okay guys, so here is the raw setting with no overdrive and no boost on in front of it. Let's go ahead and kick on the drive section. As you can tell, we already have a decent amount of saturation, but let's take it over the top. Let's kick the boost. All right, so it definitely pushes it into a much higher gain territory than the amp is capable of on its own. I have the gain at about noon there, so yeah, you can definitely stack the two sections of the pedal in front of a lower gain amp to get a higher gain tone out of it. So yet another use. Now let's move on to me showing you I have no idea what I'm doing with effects pedals. All right guys, last but not least, we are still on the triple rectifier where you're going into the effects loop. So here is the amp, no drive. Here it is with the drive kicked in. All right, so we have a significant amount of output, a good amount of saturation. Now, we're gonna go ahead and kick in this section, which is both the reverb and the delay. I'm like one step behind Eddie Van Halen in playing ability. It's crazy. Seriously, that sounds really cool, and I don't even know what I'm doing. If I turn the level all the way off, then the reverb is out of the circuit, I believe. If I turn the delay all the way off, turn the reverb up. All right, so I think I have the decay set pretty low, so let's turn the level and decay up a little bit. Getting a little bit of feedback, but yeah, we've got a nice reverb there. We can change the tone of the reverb. A little bit fatter there, so if we want that for, say, some sort of lead tone. All right, so I'm gonna turn that on, and then I'm gonna turn the delay on. That sounds reasonable. Let's turn the decay or the delay up. I really know what I'm doing here. That's really cool. If somebody like me who has absolutely no idea what they're doing can get that good of a sound out of this reverb and delay combo here, and the fact that you can individually control all the parameters of each and turn one completely off if you don't want one in the signal. But from what I can tell, it seems like a really quality sounding delay and reverb built into this thing, and you get a 20 decibel straight boost or an overdrive, and you get the ability to hook this thing up in the 4-cable method, all with one single 9-volt power supply, and it takes up about 2 spots on your pedal board. This is a really awesome pedal. Honestly, I'm super impressed, and I'm not just saying that because All Pedal sent this to me to make a demo for you guys. I am really genuinely impressed. If I thought that there was anything negative about this pedal, I would be very honest with you guys like I am in all of my demos. In fact, I do think there is one negative. I do think that the tone is a little bit too extreme in the high mid and the high frequencies. I think it gets a little bit too quacky too fast. I wish that there was a little bit more range in it. As you can see, I have it dialed pretty much below 9 o'clock, and above that it starts to get a little bit too intense for my taste, but otherwise there isn't really anything that I dislike about this pedal. It's awesome. So with all that being said, guys, this pedal is 325 bucks. It is an absolute excellent value. It's built here in the USA. It has some of the sickest looking graphics on a pedal that I have seen. The finish quality is excellent. All metal knobs. Like this is just a really high quality pedal, and the functionality of it is incredible. So 325 bucks. And if you guys want a little discount, I have an affiliate link down in the description of this video that's going to give you 10% off if you purchase it, and I get a little bit of an affiliate kickback as well. So we both win, and I like that. So again, if you want to pick it up, I'll leave a link down below. What did you guys think about this pedal? What do you think about the tones I was able to get out of it here in this video? Let me know, and I'll meet you down there to chat about it, guys. If you liked the video, hit the like button on the way out. That way, if you liked the video, do me a favor and hit the like button on the way out and subscribe so you can catch my future uploads. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time.
You know what this wall is missing? Another amp. There we go.